Hello and welcome to the channel. I am your host, Travieso Americano. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe below. Do all those algorithmic-y things that help the channel succeed. I would appreciate it. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the rings of power. We're not going to talk about the content. I'm going to leave that up to people like Nerdrotic, who put forth some fantastic expertise there and can really give you the lowdown. So go to his channel and check that out. What I'm going to talk about today is a little bit about Amazon's response to critics and how they're silencing their critics. So yes, this massively rich corporation, Amazon, is begging for sympathy and looking to silence its critics because it spent $715 million and rising on a boondoggle project, the Rings of Power. You see, apparently Amazon, this massive corporation, has a fragile little ego. And it cannot take any criticism of its content at all. According to IGN, and we will remove Mr. Gore here. Well, maybe. According to IGN, and IGN, they are such a shill. They are such, they drive me crazy. I'm almost embarrassed I have them up here, but I do because I want to demonstrate what's going on here with Amazon. But IGN is reporting that Amazon will censor all public reviews. And let's take a look at the title up here. Let's take a look at that title. Amazon introduced new tactics to combat the Lord of the Rings of Power review bombing. I want you to think about that title for a moment. Why is Amazon creating any sort of content where they will need new tactics to combat their customers' opinions? Why do you not like your customers? Why are you trying to combat their opinions? Why do you need tactics to use against your potential customers? It just doesn't make any sense outside of that fragile little ego. But of course, we have to like everything that Amazon produces, or we're bad people, right? Just the way it is. But IGN is reporting that Amazon is going to censor all the public reviews, and what that means is the public is you, me, everyone out there that's not a professional reviewer that Amazon hasn't paid off. All those reviews are going to be censored by Amazon for 72 hours. And not just that, then after 72 hours, Amazon will, and I quote, determine whether it's genuine or a forgery created by a bot, troll, or other breed of digital goblin. So, for people that don't like their content, Amazon thinks we are digital goblins. Not humans. No, we're not human. We are digital goblins for not liking their corporate crap. For not liking something they knew or should have known was going to be problematic from the start. Yes, it's our fault. We are all the digital goblins to them. We are no longer humans. We are no longer even customers or potential customers. We are potential digital goblins, and they will censor us from reviewing their content come hell or high water. And IGN claims this is working. Well, yeah. Censorship works. That's why tyrants use it. That's why totalitarian organizations use it, because it works to some degree. In the words of IGN, it appears to have worked, as A League of Their Own currently has a review score on Prime Video of 4.3 stars, with 80% of users voting 5 stars and only 14% of users voting 1 star, end quote. Yes, Amazon is manipulating the data. They are manipulating the reviews. That's what this is. Nothing's working. I mean, it's working. It's not producing anything except what Amazon wants you to think. When you allow the content creator to manipulate their own views, that's what you get. So nothing's working here. And let's look at this, what they're talking about, A League of Their Own. A league of their own. Another rehash, just like rings of power. You see, socialists, by their very nature, cannot think creatively. They just cannot. Socialism is antithetical to creativity. It just is. Historically, that is accurate. Tell me one Castro-Cuban artist, pro-Castro-Cuban artist that's gained fame. Pro-Castro. How about those great state Soviet books from Russia from the 80s or prior, back during Soviet Russia? How about all those? Can't think of any, can you? How about all that great content we're getting out of communist China? How about all of that? No, those people pirate our stuff. And then they tell us that we're bad for some of it. But those people pirate our stuff. In Russia, they were bringing in Beatles tapes back in the day. Paid big money for Beatles tapes. So, if you're creative, if you're socialist, you can't be creative. And that's why we're seeing things like A League of Their Own, which is another race swap issue. I haven't seen it. I don't want to watch it. I would have probably been censored if I gave it a review. So let's be clear. At Amazon, if you do not have the correct opinion, you are going to be censored. And that is a strategy. Now that a behemoth corporation, a behemoth multinational corporation like Amazon is doing it, it's going to spread to all the review sites, all the sites in general. All corporate sites will have it. They'll censor it. It's okay now. They've normalized censorship. And since Amazon has normalized it, the government will normalize it. Funny how that works. They already don't want you to have free speech. There's open discussion, which is an ironic thing to say. Open discussion on eliminating free speech. But there's literally an open discussion with liberals about eliminating free speech. They talk about it all the time. Yep. On these sites, on all these new corporate sites that are going to censor you, you are not human enough to have an opinion. You're not human enough to have an opinion. You're just a digital, what do they call us? Digital goblins. You're just a digital goblin. Not human at all. The President of the United States said it. The President of the United States at night during prime time, flanked by Marines, threatened people who didn't agree with him. Called anyone that didn't agree with his opinions extreme. Had his military back there to show. If you don't agree with us, we're coming for you. We are coming for you. It's the President of the United States. How much money did Amazon give to him? I wonder. That's what the media says ad nauseum all day. You are bad and immoral if you do not agree with their narrative. It's constant. They say it all the time. You are bad and immoral. And what's their basis of morality? Whatever makes them money that day. Whatever makes them money, gives them power, or cements them power. That's it. That's their basis of morality, that. If you go against that, their power, their money, well, you're a bad person. However, when you have values, and you stand by them, like a Christian, something like that, when you have those kind of values, they hate you. They hate you even more. Because you're not malleable anymore. They can't use you anymore. It's true. That's why they do this. That's why they're censoring your opinion. You're only valid, you're only good in this society if you go along with this narrative. It's true. Freedom of religion, please. Freedom of anything, it doesn't exist. You either think like they do or you don't. You're gonna have to choose. Do you want the wide road or the narrow one? See, Amazon is siding with the media and its political cronies. I mean, Amazon paid these people. And now they want to excommunicate you from society. They say it all the time. They say it all the time. They dehumanize you constantly. I mean, we just talked about the digital goblins. You're not human enough to have an opinion. They're going to get rid of you. I'm sorry, they're going to get rid of your opinion. They're going to get rid of you. That's coming in a moment. See, this is happening every day in American society. Almost every single American societal structure only allows one opinion these days. Anything else is simply isn't human, like I said. And see, this is what all pre-genocidal societies do. This is what all pre-genocidal societies do. And liberals, Marxists, communists, socialists, whatever you want to call them, they always bring genocide with them every single time. Soviet Russia, 100 million. Mao in China, 65 million just during Mao. We don't know the real number. We'll probably never know the real number. It's probably likely in the hundreds of millions. Pol Pot, Castro, Ho Chi Minh, the Jacobites. Let's talk about the Jacobites. Pre-industrial France. The Jacobites decide that there's a population problem. Sound familiar? There's a population problem. So what do the Jacobites do? They go to the countryside, kill 300,000 Frenchmen. They always bring genocide with them. And see, censorship is just a tool before they finally go to murder. That's what they do. So, the next time someone calls you a digital goblin or a troll, I want you to think about what they're actually saying to you. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Do all of those algorithmic-y things once again. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day.